what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
With us, you're supposed to be our backup. Wow! We need to be quiet, Paul. This is the dreaded Kang territory.
Did you hear that, guys?
Why is Kang so dreaded?
Mr. Pig, please.
Kang's wolves are the most feared and ruthless river pirates. Heads up, Kang. You're outnumbered. 3-1.
Not for long!
Give me that bottle! Oh, no, you don't, Kang! The power of fear! You're no man!
You can enter the classroom through the blackboard. Anyway, we thought you might rather watch the game of Quidditch and listen to things, but we have to sneak you out of the castle and down to the pitch, and we reckon the best way of doing that is to fly you there.
All you have to do is follow me to the front. And I'll magic from there. Of course, we'll need a bit of magic. Charlie, like a world-class Quidditch player.
Come on, explain it.
Yes. We saw James Procaccio.
Just try to do that. Remember, meet Hermione in the room for quiet.
I see lessons learned. You have to live to tell the tale. And most of all, have fun.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
Selfie sticks while you are on board. Alright, that about covers it. And I do want to give you a heads up. I see some of you are wearing the 3D glasses. You can take them off. Just hold on to them. Right? Later on in the tour, if we come across a soundstage that's filming inside, we'll see like a red light on outside of it, like one of the doors, and then I'll put this on our screen. It'll say, "Quiet please, filming in process." That means I'll get off our microphone. You can still feel free to talk if we do experience that. All right, here on our left-hand side, Soundstage 7, 8, and 14 around the corner are currently home to the show Bel Air on Peacock, starring Jabari Banks and Ali Shalaton. Take a look.
You just got me water when you get.
So what it is, you put egg on the cheese. You put cheese on the eggs and make cheese.
That's right. Whoa, how many seats do you think are in there? I don't know, it's gotta be a lot. Man, we could probably fit the whole Bel Air cast and crew in there. You know, we gotta get one of these for the mansion. For sure. You're lucky for y'all. The Banks family mansion lives right here on the Universal.
If you smell what the young rock is cooking. No? Anyone? That's kind of a deep cut. Not that deep. Alright, they produced the Young Rock TV show. Now we get it.
So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
All right, folks, remain seated. It's included for their work on King Kong.
With a project like the studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know what people are looking straight ahead, or looking at the shot that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride,
Universal movies and TV shows throughout the years. Picture cars can be used to set the scene or the time period. Like, we got these picture cars that take us back to the future and all the way back to the prehistoric past. From Back to the Future to the Flintstones. Here on our left, we've got a flying Ford Anglia from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. That is one of it. 16 Ford Anglias they used in the filming of that movie. They had all sorts of different versions. Some that are miniature, some that are, large size, some that are split in half so they could get different angles of the actors without, having to try and cram a giant camera inside that tiny little car there. Yeah. Sometimes our picture cars are made of lightweight, flexible materials. For example, Flintstones cars, those are made from plastic. We use foam, rubber, fiberglass here as well. Coming up, we've got the tank here, the Bradley Infantry Fighting Vehicle from Transformers. Now, this looks like a big, heavy metal tank. It's not. It's actually made of plywood and PVC pipe. It's because we're usually towing these vehicles along. A lot of times, the actors really aren't driving the cars. They'll usually have stunt drivers, kind of like Audra right here. Audra is a stunt driver. Yep. Now, they'll have those stunt drivers driving for a lot of the wide shots, but the close-ups, the actors are usually being towed along by like a tow truck. So we like to have a lot of lightweight materials for our picture cars, so that way it's not so heavy for our tow trucks to tow along. Yeah, I bet you're wondering, why don't the actors drive the cars? I mean, it's hard enough driving a car in general. And to try to imagine, like, remembering all of your lines as you're driving and knowing where your eye line is because the camera's there. There's so much going on. So we got to keep our actors really safe while we're doing all of this. Now, coming up, we've got a Jeep here from Jurassic Park. A lot of people don't know this, but in Jurassic Park, those self-driving vehicles? Well, those movies came out 30 years ago. And dinosaurs here locked away in these cages. What? Okay, no, the dinosaurs aren't in their cages. Where did they go? Found them! Oh no, another one! Watch out! Just kidding. That's not a dinosaur, that's a facade. Doesn't show up very well on film, so we use lighting techniques to make it more visible on camera. We'll usually backlight the water, like the rain coming down, so it really pops on camera. If you've ever watched a sporting event and you're like, it's raining, but I can't see it on the field, so it turns out water's clear. Who knew? We have to use those lighting techniques to really make that, to be able to see the rain. Do you hear that rumbling? It's a little different from the thunder. I don't know what that is. It'll come to me in a flash. A flash flood. Oh no, hold on tight. Spectacular, wasn't it? This flash flood is the result of thousands of gallons of water being released from tanks up on the top of the hill. We use this. Now this is called 6 points because back in the heyday of filming westerns in our silent film era, you could film 6 different movies all at the very same time in 6 points. Because there were 6 different streets here and each one had its own post office, bank, saloon, jail. You could get away with filming 6 different movies all at the same time here because it was the silent film era. You didn't have to worry about the sound bleeding over into the next production, right? Or the voices of the actors. Now, back when we would film westerns here in the silent film era, All right, earlier on I mentioned The Voice Films here. We'll get a better look at it over here, across the way on our left. And I miss it in a blink of an eye. It's stage 30 and 31. Stage 33, home to the That's My Jam on NBC. Just nominated for an Emmy. Ooh, I hope we win. Jordan Peele also filmed over there in those sound stages, and right here on this very road we're on. There's a scene in the beginning of Nope where Daniel Kaluuya and Kiki... Meet the studio tour. Wish we could shake fins, but alas. They nicknamed the shark in Jaws Bruce after Steven Spielberg's lawyer, Bruce Raymer. And look, it's the only shark in the world that can do the backstroke. Oh, so graceful. You know, they actually had a lot of issues with the mechanical shark that they used to film Jaws. They went over 100 days of filming, tripled their budget, because they also chose to film by Nicki Minaj and Rihanna here. Speaking of fly, that's a real Boeing 747 airplane that was decommissioned, split apart, and shipped here on flatbed trucks. We can also put an airplane off to our left-hand side over here in Falls Lake. Yes, it's got this giant blue screen here on your left-hand side. We're going to kind of go around and behind it and get an even better look than this. Now this blue screen, the technical term for it is chroma key. Basically. Now we had 50 cast and crew members involved in this scene. So they were like thinking, how do we accomplish this really incredibly technical and dangerous scene? And so what they did is they filled up Falls Lake over here on our left-hand side with water. They put an airplane inside. Oh, but they didn't just stick it miles away from here outside of Santa Clarita, California. And when they finished filming, Jordan Peele asked if the sets could be brought over here to the studio tour for us to get to enjoy here, because he's a big fan of the studio tour. And, well, we're a big fan of Jordan Peele. And, well, we're a big fan of all of you, which is why we're putting you in a movie. Yep, you're all going to be part of the latest Fast...
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
আর একটা রোলার কোস্টার থাকে।
বাবার সাথে দাঁড়াবে।
After tonight, no one will ever again question my powers.
Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light.